Hello, everybody. The gradual increase in the number of subscribers is really motivating. In this session, I'm going to tell you a story first. And the story will tell you what you should infer from it, and thereby what should be implemented in your life. Often, when you get into a relationship as simple as friendship to start with, you tend to make certain promises. And what is the consequence of this? We'll come to this point a little later. First, let me tell you a story. There was a scorpion and a duck. The scorpion was on the bank of a river, and the duck was also on the bank of the river. Now, the scorpion wanted to go from this bank to that bank, and it could not swim as fast as the duck can. It may survive in water, but then to go to the other bank would be easy if some creature carried it on its back. So it requested the duck to carry it on its back and help it go from this bank to the other bank. The duck said, "No, you will sting me. I will not help you. You will sting me." The scorpion said, "No, I will not sting you. I promise you. My solemn promise. I will not sting you. Please do me this favor. It's very important that I get to the other side of the river." So the duck agrees, and it lets the scorpion sit on its back, swims to the other bank of the river, and says that your destination has come. Please get down. The scorpion stings this duck and jumps to the other bank of the river. And then the duck says, "See, I told you I will not carry you on my back because you will sting me. But you said it's a promise that you will not. But you broke your promise." You know what the answer was? Answer of the scorpion? The scorpion said, "Stinging is my nature. How could you be so foolish that you believe a promise can change the nature of a creature? To sting is my nature. I'm born with it. How did you think I'm going to stand by it? Stand by my promise." So, what did you learn from this? Promises are just groups of words for many people. Standing by one's word, being a man or a woman of one's words, is not so easy. It's not so easy. The whole disappointment in the world is because you trust people. You trust what they say is true. And when the reality comes into picture, your heart breaks. So, what is the moral? When you are in a happy mood, you tend to make certain promises. You enjoy the friendship of your friends, and then you feel that this happiness is going to continue forever. But what you don't know is the future. A person behaves in a certain manner based on the circumstances around him or her. There is no guarantee that the behavior would be constant even when circumstances change. So, point number one, don't make any promises because you don't know what is going to be the future. You don't know about yourself, how you're going to behave. So, better don't make any promises. And even if someone does, don't believe them. You needn't say that I don't believe you, but don't believe that those are going to be true. Those words are going to be true. If you believe, you're going to end up in pain at a later point of time. So enjoy the journey of your companionship, but do not think it's going to be absolute, it's going to continue the same way forever. And have more than one source of companionship for conversation, for discussion, for the discussion should be on an intellectual plane. Every day you should learn something if you converse with someone. So don't go by the promises, thinking that they're words written on rock. It's very difficult for people to stand by their words. Those times were different when you had kings, Kshatriyas who stood by their words always. It was a rule that if a Kshatriya makes a statement, he has to stand by his word. In fact, any one of us, if we make a statement, we have to stand by our words, stand by our promises. So if you don't have that confidence on you, don't make any promises, don't spoil your relationship. Enjoy the journey. Don't think of what is going to be the future of this. Today you're happy, you give your time, your attention, your focus, everything. And try to learn something. When the knowledge increases, your maturity level increases. So you get connected with people at a higher plane. The quantum of possessiveness will go down. You understand that the real relationship will grow, will bloom when you give freedom. So don't try to tie people. Now, about promises that I spoke of, the best example you can see is in Ramayana. Dasharatha was very happy when Kaikeyi helped him in a victory, in a war. And then he asked Kaikeyi that I'm giving you 3 boons, you can ask anything that you want. I'm giving you a boon, you can ask me anything that you want. 2 boons. She said, I will ask when time comes, not now. And Dasharatha agreed, which is what he should not have done. How do you know? Today, Kaikeyi is thinking of your betterment. Tomorrow also she would think, what is the guarantee? There's no guarantee. Circumstances will change. May change. So the mistake he made was, when he was happy, he granted her 2 boons. I promise you, I will fulfill any 2 wishes of yours. And that came much later as the cause of his own disappointment followed by death. And Rama's exiled to the forest, which was the greatest pain that he experienced in his life. Had he not done that, we would not have had the story at all. But what must you learn? Don't make promises about future. Because 2 things, 1, you cannot stand by them. 2, you would be putting a lot of pressure on yourself, spoiling the existing relationship. So don't do that. Just be a human being. You're a normal human being, just be a human being. Okay? So enjoy your friendships, stay balanced, stay happy.